and I'm so glad that you are here with me. I am playing along with Pineapple Papers and a thing called Off the Board, where we choose one of our pins that have been sitting on our board and we use it for inspiration. And I will get back to that in a second. So the other thing I am playing with along with is Sketch Sunday, where we all take this sketch and then do our take on it. This week we have a sketch by Melinda Spinks, and I will have that in the corner. And I'm quite loving it, and it looks straightforward. And when it looks straightforward, I hope that I can do a good job and it'll be nice and easy. Creative, always creative, but not that I would have to struggle with it. So what I did was, am I covering everything today? Sketch Sunday, Off the Board, I think that's everything. So what I did was I went and I got these photos of, and I was golfing as well, and it's of Jillian, her fiance Nick, and this is my husband in these pretty green colors. And I grabbed out this collection that has green, and I'm going to use, and I cheated and I worked ahead as I usually do, and I think I'm going to use this green background. Oh, I should tell you what the collection is. Fine and Dandy. It is Echo Park and it's 2018. It is brand new to me. I think I got it at the Scrapbook Expo last year. I have more paper than I need. It seems like with each layout, I don't use a lot of paper. So now is a good time as any to break into this. And I think some of these fun things can be used for golf. I have been doing quite a few golf layouts and with golf themed items. And now I'm going to do a golf layout with non-golf themed layout items. And then so that brings me back to Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. So at the beginning, you would have seen my title. And I've done that yesterday or not yesterday, well, on the 1st. So yesterday. I can't keep track of days. For a title, because I'm, mixing and matching different things. And here's the other thing. If I had just done this without the inspiration of the title, I would call this golf or golfing. I'm not. So I love that I'm able to go to my board. I find funny things that I've pinned that are appropriate to life, but this is going to be that they're outside standing and they're further outstanding. So outstanding will be large letters. The rest of it will be smaller, and I will show that to you at the end. But right now, let's get scrapping. This is a nice sketch. It's super cute. I start by trimming off just one strip because I want to make sure the lengths and the heights are right on everything. And I determined right away that since my pictures are all 3 inches across, with a 3-inch across card, you can't fit them with pieces in between, room in between. So then, and I cut some of this out, but I trimmed down each picture just like 1/4 of an inch. And then the strips are thinner than the pictures, so that is 2.5 inches. And once I know that, then I can trim down more strips. And I make sure that they are going to fit by putting them all the way across. And the card that says noteworthy, this is an important story, gets trimmed down as well, and it looks just fine. So I don't know that if you didn't see me trimming it down, if you wouldn't know that it was. Look at me looking. Is it the same size as the photo? No, I trimmed it a little bit more, but that's okay. You won't notice it. Here's where it's safe to trim down more paper. And then they end up being 11 inches long. So first I cut it I'm just careful. So I cut it 11.5 inches and then measured it up and said, nope, it's going to be 11. So 11 it is. And then I cut the other 3 pieces that short. So then I lay them out and I'm super happy with that. I think if you ask me if I would do this again, I would bring the solid, the polka dot color or paper forward with the strips and the more busy paper in the back. But it still is very fun, and I like the way it turned out. Then I turned to my stickers and I cut some out so I can lay them down and see how they look. And I like the birdhouse one. And I'm always thinking, what are ones I could use on this golf page that I couldn't use generically in the future. So being that we're outside, the snail and the turtle go on there, and butterflies. Once I decided to use butterflies because the butterflies are in the sketch, I cut out all the butterflies that were on the paper. I believe I take my ATG and glue the strips down. I was laying it out and then just gluing it in the place. For some reason, I pick up the second strip and glue it down, and it just makes it a little bit harder. Like, does it look right there? Is it right there? I'm not sure. Oh, pull it up, put it down, pull it up, pull it down. So I do believe with the second two strips, I do just hold them down where I think they should go and sneak the ATG underneath like I like to do. Check the playlist below for pineapple for off the board, and then I will have everybody listed below that's playing along with Sketch Sunday. So next is getting those photos on, and you can see in the sketch that they're kind of up and down, and so that's what I do as well. And the reason I put Jillian on the left-hand side, so after playing around with them a little bit, my husband is looking straight on in the camera, and Jillian and Nick are golfing to the right, so they both get to be looking into the page, actually looking at Daryl, right? If you think about it. The other thing is Daryl's grass and Nick's grass look the same color. So rather than putting Jillian and Nick together, I put Daryl and Nick together. So that is my reasoning, my crazy reasoning of why I stuck each photo where I did. And after I get those photos laid down, I'm gonna go and think about putting that birdhouse down, but then I remember, oh my gosh, you have a title, you have to get in there. So I went in my Cricut, and I gotta tell you, the Cricut gave me a hard time. But I actually, so I wanted a drawing one for the little writing on the top. And I had it draw it like 2 or 3 times, and it made it nice and dark. But actually, it didn't do the crosses on the T's. It did nothing vertical. No, it did nothing horizontal. My Cricut has never done that before, so I don't know if it was a glitch today or what, but usually my Cricut works very nice for me. So, and then I found a Nicole Jones 911 printable, the label to put outstanding on, and I love how it needed something, otherwise I got lost on that background. So that was perfect, and it was in the right green and everything. So I kind of try to jiggle them around where what it looked good. I thought, oh, maybe I can offset this. And then I thought, oh my gosh, you should really put the birdhouse on there to really figure it out where it's going to fit. So after I glue down outstanding, apparently after I glue down the rest of the words too, I then remember the birdhouse. So it comes back up again, which is okay. I tried it in a couple different places. I moved it around. I don't know if this helped at all or not, but I actually back the blue cardstock with a little bit of a red color that's in the photo or in the paper there and in the birdhouse. And I was just trying to give it that birdhouse more of a shelf kind of to sit on. And it does make the title then stand out more as well. So there's that. It brings in that color up into that spot a little bit better too. And then I stick the birdhouse on there, and then I make sure everything fits down without covering Jillian's head. And I go ahead and place it down and then get the outstanding on there. And then next come the butterflies. And when I've done butterflies with like cardstock before, I've put foam tape up the middle and then bent their wings. And so I wasn't sure about doing this with stickers. And I could put it in my page protector and maybe it flattens out. But for the moment, I gave them a little bit of dimension. Ooh, I hope I didn't give them dementia. I gave them a little bit of dimension. I folded up their wings. And at first I was going to keep that pink one flat and then like kind of layer the green one around it. But it didn't look right at all with one of them being flat and two of them having their wings folded. So eventually the pink one gets its wings folded too. And then I'm trying to, I think it was Holly with Ivy Cole Creations, and I could totally be wrong, but butterflies don't have to go upward. They can go downward. Apparently they can go to the right. So I mixed it up a little bit. Then the bee goes there, And that's it. So I thank you for sticking with me to the end. I hope you have a fabulous day. I will see you again soon for another video. Please like and subscribe and leave me comments. I love hearing from you.